Okay, whenever you two are ready.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
Great question.
Now that it's getting hot, I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Over here.
Honestly, always preferred winter.
Really?
But I think as I'm aging, summer. But yeah.
Why winter?
Cozy vibes. I feel like, I don't know, when it gets too hot. And I'm a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's uncomfortable. What about you?
I don't like being cold.
Oh.
I agree with the winter. Like, I like being cozy and inside.
Yeah.
So that part of it I like.
Yeah.
And I like that it gets dark early.
Yeah.
But I hate being cold. So for that reason, I'm going to have to say summer.
Summer girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to have an excruciating summer this year.
Yeah. It's already terrible.
Yeah.
I'm already in pain. And it's not even June.
No. It's not. I will say, yeah, summer's nice these days, though. I like being outside, which is a different change. You know, a sign that my depression is lesser than it has been in a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but to my core, winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Overall, though, spring.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you? Overall, fall or spring? Or when? Or
Probably
still?
fall.
Okay.
But we don't get enough of a fall here in the South.
Yeah.
It makes me really sad.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah. Okay, well, let's get into today's episode then.
Okay. It's all you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right this time. What? Welcome to the Are You Watching This podcast, the show where we talk about TV shows you should be watching. I'm one of your hosts, Chelsea.
And I'm Ellen.
Ellen, what are you watching?
Okay, I watched two things. Starting with Overcompensating on Amazon Prime Video. It was created by a comedian, I would say, named Benito Skinner.
Okay.
I've never seen any of his work. Honestly, never heard of him until the show. But I liked it. It was well done. It's a bit of a, what's it called? He was writing from his own experience. Okay, I'll give the little summary of what it's about. It's a comedy drama television series that is about a closeted former football player who becomes friends with a college outsider to fit in. And it's basically he goes to college knowing that he is gay, but he's still fighting with coming out or not coming out. So he overcompensates the straightness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where the title comes from.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
good.
And it's cute. It's very cute. Very well done. Laughs here and there. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You watch all of it? It's all out?
All of it, yeah.
Okay. How many episodes?
10, I would like to say. Yeah, 10.
Okay.
No, 8.
8. Okay. Yeah.
And they were half hours.
Okay.
So very easy to go.
Oh, easy peasy.
Yeah.
4 hours? Knock that out tomorrow morning.
Says the girl watching ER. So she would really, really know you guys.
Well, I'll update you on ER since you mentioned it.
Okay.
I am not going to be able to watch all of it by the end of May. There's just no way because today we're recording. It's the 20th, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that leaves me 11 days till the end of the month. And I am halfway through the 11th season.
Okay.
So I still have, let's just act like I finished 11 today. I
Yeah.
go home and I just, for 10 hours straight, just watch ER. And then, so then I have 12, 13, 14, 15. I still have 4 seasons, 22, that's over 100 episodes in 10 days. And my sister's wedding is on the 31st. So I'm lessening the intensity of which I'm watching ER.
Okay.
Yeah. And Drake is very happy about that.
Well, his prayers probably worked then.
Yeah. Yep. So
do you have a new date of when you
no, I'm just gonna I'm gonna finish it for sure.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna watch it at the speed in which I want to watch it.
That's good. Yay. I'm so glad we got here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better mentally about it.
I bet. That's funny. I was actually thinking about you, I don't know, a couple of days ago, and I was like, damn, am I like Chelsea's really doing this? Like, am I all talk about how much I watch TV or how much I love TV? Should I lock in on something? But
No.
This makes me so happy. Okay. I'm glad for your mental state and also for Drake. Bro. Anything else you've been watching?
I did start Forever.
Okay.
I'm on episode 5, so a little over halfway because there was only 8 episodes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's almost unwatchable for me in the sense that I can just feel the heartbreak. I just know, like, every episode I'm like, well, something else is going to happen. Like, I can feel it. Yeah. I know it. I've been there. Yeah. We've all been there. Yeah. And it is so good though.
Yeah.
But it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts so much.
Yeah, I agree. Like, even the way someone tweeted, I think it was Scotty Beam, who I really do love. She's like a cultural, I don't know, person. How she was watching because of the way it's shot and because we know it's about teenage love. She was just like watching it, waiting for something to happen every episode. And she was like, damn, I really need to like watch less traumatic stuff. And just when I'm watching something, let it be and enjoy the ride and stop anticipating, like heartbreak or something bad happening. But I get you. I had the same feeling. It sucked. But I think it was maybe around episode 5 that I just embraced it. Yeah. And you're close to where it gets really teary, too.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah.
Not in a bad way teary, though. I really don't think it's in a bad way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. I very much enjoying it. I will finish that probably tomorrow, I think.
When did you start that?
Saturday.
Okay.
Friday.
Nice. Yeah. When did you realize you weren't going to finish ER?
This past weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I watched a lot on Saturday, and I still was like, damn, there's just no way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then when you came to that realization, did you then start watching other things?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that later that day, I was like, well, I guess if I'm not trying to finish ER, then I'll watch another episode of Forever.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'm glad to have you back watching anything else but ER.
Yeah.
Have you been watching anything else?
I started The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Started but not finished?
Did not finish.
Okay. What episode did you get up to?
3.
Oh, dang.
I'm just the Halloween party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then just because I wanted to watch more Forever. I was actually trying to finish that before, and so that was priority over. So did you watch any of it?
I did, and that was priority over.
Okay. Did you finish it?
I did. I think I finished it last night.
Is it good? The rest of it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Should I wait for a commentary for next week so we can both chime in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know there's like extra drama that I haven't gotten to.
Yeah.
But did I write? The only thing that I wrote down, well, I wrote more down, but then when I transferred my notes. Anyway, last year you mentioned that you thought one of the husbands was gay.
Yes.
Which one is that? And you said you couldn't remember because you can't tell them apart, which same still.
Still. But you know what? When I got to the end, I was like, actually, now I get who is who. But then you just hit me with a question. I was like, I don't know. The one who was competing, let me hold on. Google is my best friend. What's the show? Secret Lives.
What's the show?
The one who got caught in that's like how she was giving birth and then the headbands.
Oh, Whitney's husband.
Whitney's husband, who had the Tinder. He was caught on Tinder, and then they moved away. That's how season 1 started last, and then moved back. But I can't remember. Did they say he was on Tinder looking for women?
I don't know if they clarified.
But yeah, that's who. Why? Who do you think is gay?
Well, so I was watching, and I was like, oh, it's probably Jesse's husband, Jordan.
Oh, okay.
But then I was like, no. Maybe it's Demi's husband. And then I started thinking, I was like, I think all of them might be gay. Like after I was like, they all kind of act a little.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all very much into their wives' drama, that's for sure.
They are.
Usually husbands are like honey, don't get so wrapped up in it. And they're just, Zach, when he was talking to, whatever her name is, Jen,
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, and they threw you under the bus. Like, he was causing even more drama when he met
Yeah.
with Demi and Jesse.
Yeah, but I feel like he looked so bad last season.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
feel like he was doing a lot to redeem his image, you know, this
Yeah.
season. Yeah, this season was just, I wrote just about I wrote clout chasers.
Mm-hmm.
They use that word a lot too this season about other people, but it is truly just about, it's like, you are pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have so much more to say, but I'll wait.
Okay. Do you think that we needed a second season and that we should get a third season?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I do too,
Mm-hmm.
except for the fact, I guess what kind of bothers me is that it is a reality show that is the reality that they are in a reality show. Does that make sense? Like, their lives are
Yes.
just about being reality stars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of their only existence. I know that they were on TikTok before, but their following on TikTok was not huge.
Yeah.
It only got big because of the scandal.
Yeah.
And then they only got really famous because of the show.
Yeah.
And so their drama is just about being famous.
Yeah. It's a reality show about influencers.
Yes,
Who like prioritize image over everything. So yeah. And I think that's why I love it though, because that is the reality we are living in.
100%.
And there's that part, but then there's also the Mormon part, which we haven't had a true insight. Well, it's not a true insight, but we haven't had any insight in their religion. And I love that aspect too, because it's crazy. Listen, religion in itself is, everyone chooses it, whatever. It is a crazy thing. It's a cult for a lot of people too. I mean, it is technically, you assign yourself or you're giving it. But yeah, to learn more about, do you know any Mormons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I find Mormonism very interesting as well.
Yes.
The Mormonism too is, especially around here, is pretty normal.
Yeah.
Because they're not usually part of LDS, like the Latter-day Saints, which
Okay.
are the ones that are usually more into, they're in like the church.
Yeah.
They also, Mormons, I just know they go on their missions trips, and often it's to like Wyoming. You know, it's like
Yes.
it's in the U.S. and they go to not rural areas that need help. They just ride their bikes around. That's the part. If called a mission trip, go to Appalachia and like open up a health clinic or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not ride your bike around in Indiana.
Listen, the things they do to like justify, but that's religion in itself, right? So who am I to judge? But I am judging, and that is why I think we did need a season 2.
We should do a episode of Mormonism on TV, because there's like Big Love. There's
Big Love is Mormons?
yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's about poly family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought they were poly. I didn't know.
Oh no, they're they're Mormon. They're part of the church.
Okay, then I really don't know anything about Mormons.
Yeah. And then Sister Wives.
Yeah, that one I did know. Yeah. They are interesting. Ketamine therapy?
Yeah, I want to do that.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. I sure want to do that. In Canada, you can do it through an inhaler.
Oh,
Like a prescription. You do it at home and stuff. I want to do that as well.
Okay. You do it, let me know. Yeah. It's just so interesting what's like a sin and what's not. Mm-hmm. Because none of it makes sense.
Because John Smith made it up.
Exactly.
And he's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
He's not alive to even, is he alive? No, he's not.
No.
Okay.
Right? No,
I don't know.
1800s. I think he kept getting run out too. I think he was killed by like one of the towns that he.
We should definitely do an episode on.
Yeah.
So then, yeah.
We'll connect it to TV.
Yeah.
For that.
Okay, we can. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because there's a lot to talk about.
Yes. I did want to add one thing before we talk about it more next week. Yes. But what I do love most about the show is that you find yourself, because there's like cattiness and bitchiness towards like, whatever drama. And then you find yourself being like, no, this person's in the right, this person's in the wrong. But then by the end of the show, or even by the end of that episode, you are reminded, like, no, wait, everyone is batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you have to remind yourself, nobody's sane.
Nobody is sane. And I love a show where you really don't root for anybody. And that is great. It's like, no, everybody's a terrible person, but also everyone's trying, but also, yeah.
Are they trying? I don't know if I'm not sure if
I don't know if they are in that show.
Sometimes they do try.
Sometimes, yeah. When they lean into the religion of it all, they try. But they're all terrible people in my eyes, which I love.
Yeah, the scene with Taylor and her family, them slut shaming her and like
her dad.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. I was like, this is why Taylor is the way she is.
Yeah. And I think Jen said something too about how like not that she didn't want to be alive, but more like she said something. I was like, why is nobody more concerned about what she's saying?
Yeah.
It made me really, really sad.
Yeah.
Because she's what, 25?
That's another thing about these people.
And she's having her third kid.
Yep.
That poor girl, she's never been told or shown anything outside of what she's lived, which, okay, that makes it doesn't really make sense, but she doesn't know anything else except being on TV, having kids, and having a shitty husband.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's all of them.
Yes.
But like even like Layla, I think she's the youngest of them all.
She's 23 and had a makeover.
Yes, a whole I was like, what? And then she's never had an orgasm, and it's like
she's with a partner. She's had one on her own now.
Yes, yeah, with a partner. We should add that caveat. Yes, but it's like, well, yeah, because you're sexually repressed within this religion that's not allowing. Anyways, all of that, yeah, they're insane. We should talk more about it, and I can't wait to talk more about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next week. I'll finish it, I promise.
Okay. I believe in you. Now that ER is out the way. But that's all I watched.
Okay. The last thing I watched was that Murderbot show.
Okay. I tried to, but I was concentrated on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Do you like it?
Yes.
How many episodes are out?
2 or 3.
Okay.
And they're not even 30 minutes long.
What?
Yeah, they're like 29 and 26 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I know. Yeah.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah. I would call it a sci-fi comedy.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is in the first episode, you really would not know that, except they have these little scenes, these little flashes. In the first episode, they have this like fake TV commercial for, I don't even remember what it was for, but the one they played that, I was like, oh, okay, so this is like a parody of itself almost.
Gotcha.
Reese, one of our listeners / friends, friend of the pod.
Hey, Reese.
They said that they read the book and that the murder robot is supposed to be gender neutral.
Oh, okay.
Just, like not, that's not,
Alexander,
their gender's not, yes. Like playing. So Reese was asking, why do they have a guy, like a manly guy? But I will say in the show, I hadn't told Reese this yet, so hopefully they're listening and they'll hear this. They do a pretty good job of making that character pretty gender neutral outside of his appearance.
Okay.
And the way that he acts.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any genitals, and they show that. And he's not, there's no sexuality to the character.
Okay.
So I think that they do reflect that.
Okay. I like that. Also, it's a book?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Is that a short book? Because it's less than 30 minutes. I'm going to Google it real quick. Is it called Murderbot?
I don't think so. Could be wrong.
Book. Wow, there's a lot.
Is it a series?
I think so, because when I typed in Murderbot book, it was like book 8. So, yeah, apparently.
All right.
Oh, the Murderbot Diaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm going to keep watching it. It's nothing that serious. I think Alexander Skarsgård's doing a good job. I think he's weird. I think he
is.
picks weird shows or movies. And
yes. Have you been seeing his looks at Cannes? Yes, yeah.
He's always doing something so weird.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. I love when they lean into it because it's like,
Why not?
why not? Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Everybody else, especially guys, when it comes to fashion, it's so you really have to do something like that to stand out.
Yes.
And if you got that much money, have fun with
You
it.
better, yes, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Do you have any nominations for your consideration?
I do.
Okay.
So, because it is like full on Emmy season for your consideration, like everybody's doing something, campaigning. I saw on my feed, and I watched this last year, Cross on Prime Video. It came out, I feel like it came out in November, and it's about the Alex Cross series. Did you ever watch it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It was good. And then I thought, you know what? I want to nominate, I think his name, sorry, I wrote it down, but then I didn't double check. Aldous Hodge.
Aldous Hodge.
Yeah.
Does he play the main
character? Yeah. So I'd like to nominate him for best drama actor in the drama series.
What is the drama series called?
Cross.
It is called. Okay.
Yeah. And Cross is based off the James Patterson book.
Yeah.
About
Have
Alex
you
Cross.
read the book?
I've never read the book. I feel like they made a movie.
I think they did too.
Yeah, and I watched that. So with this TV show rendition, I like how they did it a lot, actually. Yeah, and I thought it was a good watch. So
Okay.
yeah, I'd like to nominate him. I think he's a good lead in it. It's
Okay.
heavy competition in that category, but
Has he been in anything else? I don't recognize his name.
the last show I watched him on was a show called Leverage on TNT. Did you ever watch that?
I know which one you're talking about, though. Okay. Yeah.
I loved it so much. And then also I think he was in a show on Hulu. No, am I lying to myself? Underground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I didn't watch that, but apparently it was good. And that had Journey Smollett on it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so two good leads. I'll probably watch it one day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is
Good to know.
from Leverage to Cross. I like that he's now a main, like the main lead.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah. I was reviewing our nominations just to kind of complete the list, and we got a lot. I got a lot of people on there. We got
Yeah?
pretty good
Okay.
list too. So I was
Yay.
looking back on it, I was like, oh yeah, they did do a really good job.
They did.
I don't have one for this week.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'll probably, once I finish Forever, I'll probably nominate it. But I guess that would go in drama.
Yeah, they go in drama.
It needs to be in a different category.
I agree.
Because it cannot be lumped in with Severance. Those are two wildly different shows. Those are not the same kind of dramas.
Yeah. I agree. But it's also not a comedy drama.
No. I
like
wish
a
they
teen
had like a young adult.
Yeah, drama. Yeah, I agree. Well, when we get in there, this is when we can, start influencing and start bringing things to the table.
Yeah.
This is what you guys need to do. Listen to us.
I'm sure that's what they want to do and they're excited to do.
Yeah. I mean, if the Golden Globes added best podcast category, they can add something to the Emmys.
The Emmys do feel a little bit more official, important than the Golden Globes somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
More serious,
Yeah,
more
more proper.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. Okay, so no noms for you.
Not this week.
Okay.
Yeah, had to opt out.
Okay. That's all right.
Are you ready to get into this week's topic?
I am.
All right. So this week's topic, last week we talked about infomercials, and this week we're going to be talking about shopping channels. So home shopping. Think HSN, QVC, because those are the primary ones we're going to be talking about, and primarily QVC. And you'll kind of figure out why too.
Okay.
But we'll start, I like how you usually start off with the definition of what we're talking about. So, shopping channels. We have TV channels that are specifically for home shopping. They often have live airings and demonstrations with an on-air hosts delivering sales pitches.
Okay.
And those watching are given instructions on ordering by providing a phone number to call or nowadays a website to visit. Typically, they are channels selling clothes, consumer electronics, household goods, collectibles, and jewelries.
Okay.
Jewelries, plural, jewelry.
Jewelry.
Shopping channels can also include direct response advertising and infomercials.
Okay.
as well. So they're similar, and they're and some of the channels too. I don't know what I just did. Deleted stuff. Will have changed into kind of just infomercial channels.
Yeah.
It was a little confusing. What episode were we doing where we were talking about a specific channel or network and it got sold and bought like 1,000,000 times and we couldn't keep track of it?
Yeah. God, I don't remember, but yeah.
It was, it's like that.
Okay.
And I try to keep up and piece together as much as I could.
Okay.
But at some point I was like, I don't know if all of this is factual. I think I might have misunderstood the timeline, whatever, but
All right.
close. I try to keep it as simple and close to it as possible.
Okay.
So the idea started in the 70s when the owner of an AM radio station in Florida was losing listeners to FM, which I don't even know. I wonder what FM and AM stand for. He tried selling merchandise to get more listeners instead of playing music, and he called the show the Bargainers.
Okay.
And the Bargainers became the International Suncoast Bargainers Club and then became the Home Shopping Club.
Oh.
And the Home Shopping Club is now the Home Shopping channel.
Okay.
Yeah, network.
Okay. That's so interesting.
I know, like, and it also follows the same pattern as literally everything else on TV, radio, TV.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
So funny. The shopping channel model started purely as a live event since viewers could only purchase goods when they were being sold.
Yeah.
Now that's different.
Yeah.
I think they do now you'll have to, like, you get a special deal if you call within that, like, certain time.
Yes.
And they don't offer maybe necessarily that deal on their website.
Okay. Yeah.
But obviously you're not limited to that specific time anymore. Okay, so we have HSN. HSM Home Shopping Network, originally called Home Shopping Club, started in 1982, airing on local cable channels in Florida. And it was started by Lowell Bud Baxon and Roy Spear.
Okay.
And it became the first national shopping network in 1985.
Okay.
And in 1986, HSN started airing on broadcast free-to-air TV. So before that, it was all individual local channels.
Yeah.
And then it started broadcasting, like, actually on network TV.
Okay. All over the country.
Yes.
Okay.
In 1987, Shop at Home Network, aka Shop at Home, was started by Scripps, which is an American broadcasting company that started in 1878.
Dang.
And they're the second largest operator of ABC affiliates. They're also behind the Sinclair Broadcast Group. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
They run / manage a lot of local channels. So in Chattanooga, the local ABC channel is run by the Sinclair Group.
Okay.
And they also run one of the radio stations.
Okay.
And so
Dang.
if you notice which Sinclair groups are in cities, you'll see that the local channels will share news stories.
Oh.
Or they'll have very similar stories because they're within the same system.
Yeah. Interesting.
I had a friend that worked for the Sinclair Group. Actually, I had two.
Oh.
I don't know if they're that great of a company, but
Okay.
I guess I'll never hire
Probably.
them.
I mean, those big monopoly kind of companies are rarely. Yeah.
And we know how news
Yeah.
is too. They just, and they also own subsidiaries like Bounce TV, Court TV, Grit, and Laugh. And Laugh is spelled Laff, just for your information. Those are digital channels,
Okay.
free-to-air network. So since you don't have digital TV, I will explain it to you.
So-
When you have your antenna and it's plugged in into the back, you have, like channel 9 is ABC, but then you'll have 9-2. So that'll be 9-1 is ABC. That's where you'll watch Jeopardy. That's where you'll watch Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
But then you have 9-2, and that would be Bounce TV. Now-3, Grit TV. Now-4.
Okay. That feels, when I'm like in hotels, I feel like I've seen that before.
Yes. Yeah.
Feels familiar. Okay.
And then by 1987, HSN was in 35 million households.
Wow.
That's 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. There was pretty sharp exponential growth of home shopping
Okay.
networks. Then we get QVC. Do you know what QVC stands for?
Can I take a guess?
Yeah. That's why I
Okay.
ask you sometimes.
Does the Q stand for quality?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going in blind. Like, I really don't know. The V, quality. Does the V stand for value?
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
I don't know if you'll get the C. The C's a little weird.
It's not club.
No.
Okay.
That's a good guess.
Quality value is a consumerism.
Mm-mm.
Does it have anything to do with shopping?
In a way, yes.
Cost?
Convenience.
Okay.
That's a little,
I wouldn't have
which I
gotten
guess that part, because you're shopping from home.
Yeah. So quality, value, convenience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do those three words go together?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how that would be a really good nickname to call somebody,
Quality,
but
value.
I don't know what kind of person you would call that.
Like a friends with benefits person.
If you're like, yeah, that's my
Quality
QVC.
value. Maybe.
Like that.
I don't know.
We should start calling it that and get people
On board?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love
I'm gonna start doing it.
So QVC was started in 1986 by Joseph Segal, Segal, I don't know,
Okay.
who was named the Direct Marketing Associates added to the Direct Markets
It's all right.
Direct Marketing Associates Hall of Fame in 1996.
Oh wow.
I love the idea that there is a Direct Marketing Association. Because there's
Yes.
associations for everything.
Yes, because humans love themselves too much. Like, we love ourselves a lot. We will get, yeah.
We got to get together and celebrate. Like, I want to get in a room together with all the other people that are doing direct marketing
Yeah.
and let's talk about it and how great we're doing at it.
Yeah, and award ourselves
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Like, no one else cares, but okay.
Yeah. Although I have won one of those awards, like a very industry specific one, and I love it. Although I don't know what I did with it. So,
Oh.
yeah.
It wore off.
Huh?
The high wore
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, away somewhere. And so by 1990, HSN surpassed $1 billion in annual sales.
Wow.
Annual sales.
Yeah.
So 1990, we are,
And that's in 1990.
Yeah.
Wait, is that equivalent, or that was in 1990 $1 billion?
I think it was 1990,
That's crazy.
$1 billion.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Between 1992 and 1997, this is where it gets a little Liberty Media, who owned QVC, bought stock in HSN, not a majority stock, but they own. So now they have ownership together, but they compete. And this happened a lot with a lot of others. So I think like Liberty then bought other channels. We'll get into it a little bit more, but
Okay.
it became kind of a little incestuous. We also have Jewelry Television, and I included this one because of its kind of, you'll find out, but it began broadcasting in 1993 from a studio in Greenville, Tennessee that only had one camera.
Oh.
No. But they later moved to a larger studio in Knoxville, and I think they're still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is actually crazy how much everything, like how everything started either the South, Midwest, or like it wasn't California. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't West Coast at all, which is insane that they've gotten, like it got shifted there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it because of the land?
yeah, I mean, we didn't really go over there until the gold rush, and
Yeah.
then people didn't really move over there until late. Like, I mean, when Hollywood started in the 20s and 50s, like that's when California came established.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I guess I'm just like, why not just keep it
Mm-hmm.
here? But in land, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
But Atlanta, I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
what they call it, the Hollywood of the South.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's still growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't have any backlot tours like they do in. They don't have studios in Atlanta. They just kind of use the area
Yeah.
for. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, they have Tyler Perry's,
yes,
Mhm.
which.
which I've actually drove like outside of.
Oh, really?
Like,
I wonder
and
if
it's,
they
like,
do
studio
tours.
ones. I wonder. I hope not. Wait, did I ever tell you I went to a live taping? I was on a live taping of The Nick Cannon MTV show.
Wild and Out.
Yes. And it was around there, and that's how I know.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was maybe 2 years ago.
Do you
I was like on an episode. I'll send you a clip.
wait like on?
I was like, on the stage. I was like in the crowd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
they
did you...
panned to me.
I had a similar experience because when I went to go see Jimmy Fallon, they used to have the band, like when the band played, they had the audience stand behind them.
Yeah.
And I was back there one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a clip?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah, you can see me. I'm
I think I'm doing something similar.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Speaking of the Tyler Perry, well, this is kind of quick, but think about it. The show Atlanta, you remember they had that episode that was like about Tyler Perry, but not about Tyler Perry, and they are on the set and like
I remember that was in the later.
I think the last season.
Yeah, okay.
Which made me think of it because thinking of tours, and you're like, I hope they don't give tours. And that show, because you said that, I was like, that might be why.
No, I was thinking for other things, but I don't know. Let's get into Hollywood first, and then I'll talk more shit about Tyler Perry.
Okay. Yes. So then, HSN Inc., which Liberty Media owns a part of, and QVC. In 1997, they acquired the USA Network, the Sci-Fi Channel, and and Universal Television.
So HSN Inc. acquired all that, not Liberty Media.
No.
Wow.
Well, yeah, because Liberty Media still had ownership of it, but they weren't owners.
Yeah.
Wow. So they started because they become these media companies, like networks almost.
Yeah.
It's very strange, and I didn't understand how that worked.
And this was in 1997?
Yes. And I don't know if I wrote it down either, because at one point, I don't think it was Liberty Media, but another one of the owners of HSN, QVC, whatever, tried to buy or did buy Paramount, and it like failed really badly, and so they had that ended. But yeah, it was very interesting.
Yeah.
In 2000, QVC opened a store at the Mall of America called QVC at the Mall. Have you been there?
Funny.
Did you go there?
I've been to the Mall of America. I didn't see it.
It did close in 2011.
I went to the Mall of America before that. So
it was a 2,500 square foot store that had broadcasting capabilities.
Wow. Have you been there?
No. That's what I wish that it was still open. I'm like, could we go and then be on I want that to be another goal of ours.
Okay.
I want us to have an infomercial. I want us to be on QVC.
Okay.
Sell something.
Okay. Okay. I'm down.
Yeah.
I love that we dream so big.
What? It can't happen if you don't dream it.
True.
From 2002 to 2006. I don't know why I said it that way. Jewelry Television operated Shop at Home, but closed in 2008.
Okay.
So we start getting kind of certain things closing and a little bit more consolidating.
Yeah, and that was a recession, so that makes sense.
In 2015, QVC acquired Zulily. Do you remember Zulily? I would see their ads on TV all the time. And that was just to increase their digital footprint and presence. Because Zulily was an online sales platform. And so I think they took it over so they could just use more or less all their infrastructure, like their servers, to sell their stuff, which makes sense, kind of.
Yeah.
In 2016, we get Gun TV. And it was very American, very not surprising. It was mostly operated through a website live stream and overnight, over-the-air broadcasts on the American Sports Network 24/7 service.
Wow.
Yeah, so you could buy guns over the phone.
What a, the Sports Network, that's the same audience. It's funny that they thought.
I don't think they're that far off, though.
No, they're not. That's why I'm like, wow. That's
and
crazy.
The other ones they did were Tough TV, another one of those digital channels, Pursuit Channel, and Fight TV.
This is so terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
In 2017, Liberty Interactive, now not media, aka QVC, bought the remaining 62% of HSN. So now HSN and QVC are owned by the same company.
I mean, that's everything in America.
I know, it really, you start to find that out and you're like, why do they all own
Right.
monopolies?
Yeah.
So that's really all the facts I have about home shopping, timeline wise, but I'm gonna talk about like the countries they're in, some of the other channels,
Okay.
products, celebrities involved.
Okay. I love
Very
this.
little.
Also, though, that history background, amazing, so interesting.
Isn't it? Like every
Yeah.
time I'm sitting there and I'm like, my mind's blown.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is actually, I find it interesting.
I do too.
I've actually had yet anybody tell me that the segments are that interesting. So
I agree. Every comment I get is about like, I don't know, but it's not the topics.
but maybe they just are enjoying it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's a given that they're enjoying it.
Yes. Yeah. So QVC operates in the US, the UK, which they started doing in 1993, Germany, which was they started in 1996.
Wow.
Japan, which started in 2001. Italy was 2010, and China 2012.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's QVC, like it is the QVC that started in America that is
yeah.
broadcasting there.
Well, no, they have their own
QVCs.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure because of something else.
Okay.
In 1994, QVC launched in Mexico, but it ended in 1995. So it was pretty short-lived. They said it was because the value of the peso weakened a lot, and so it just didn't have, it wasn't sustainable.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those kind of economies, it's more like face-to-face good trading. Yeah, so that makes sense.
And so in China, it's a joint operation, 51 to 59 between China National Radio and QVC.
Wow.
So that's why I think they're separate.
Yeah.
Their own QVC entities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I am not surprised by that, but that is very funny. That's the way that it
I
is.
bet you their QVC is so cool. Like the whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
They, on TikTok, haven't gotten it in a while, and I'm sure they're on Instagram too. Those videos where it's like the lady comes home from work and she takes her shoes off and she puts them and then she like sprays herself down.
Yeah.
I bet their QVC channels are like that.
Yeah.
They have all these like little boilers.
Yeah, like gadgets and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Okay, now I've got to find my way to that part of the internet. Yeah.
I did watch some HSN and QVC after this.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, I just gotta check it out, see what they're doing.
Holds
and
up?
it was wild. Well, yeah, because they were selling I don't remember what they were selling when I first logged on, but then they were selling Skechers for 10 minutes, and then they were selling not Dell, Gateway PC, some kind of PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Then like the next 15 minutes after that, and
Yeah.
some kind of hand lotion. Oh, they were selling Dyson vacuums.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny.
QVC France was started in 2015, but stopped operations in 2019. I don't see QVC being a very popular
In
France.
France. No, I don't see it
I
either.
don't see French people thinking that home shopping is fancier.
No, they're kind of like me.
So networks run 24 hours a day, with programming live hours varying. In the U.S., it is broadcasted 27. So from 3 a.m. to 7, they re-air the today's special values,
Okay.
and it's looped.
Okay.
And I think they're on every day though. They might take a break on Christmas or something, but
Okay.
yeah. So I also was kind of curious, like, how do they make money?
Yeah, like the
And-
channels.
Yeah, and it's a combination of things. So two things really. Part of it's retail sales, so that they get a percentage of the sale like traditional retailers. But they also do vendor fees. So they sometimes will charge the manufacturer or supplier of the product just the opportunity to be on their channel.
Okay.
So they
got you.
yeah.
So it's like what's it called? Like a getting
Finder's
on
fee,
there.
kind
like,
of,
yeah.
yeah.
And then also a sales.
Mhm.
Thing. Okay. Gotcha.
So here's some of the other channels. The home shopping channel is in New Zealand. And it went live in 2012 and closed in 2024.
Wow. Very recent.
There's, I guess it would be Momo. It's in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Shop TV. That's in the Philippines. TSC in Canada. and it's the shopping channel. Because that's what that stands for. It started in 1987 as the Canadian Home Shopping Network, which was affiliated with HSN.
Okay.
Then QVC also had its own other channels. It had QVC Plus, which was rebranded to QVC 2 in 2017, and it was the same broadcast. It was just a 3-hour delay.
Okay. Yeah.
Necessary. Then they had QVC 3.
Oh God.
Which was rebranded and started in 2000. It was rebranded and started in 2019 after the full merger of the two companies. So what they did is they took over one of the HSN other channels.
Okay.
And made it into a third QVC channel.
Okay. Did you find out what they play on there?
Rebroadcasted previously recorded QVC and QVC2 programs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have QVC Now, which started out as Beauty IQ for HSN, and after the merger, rebranded, and it's called QVC Now.
Okay.
I didn't look to see what that actually was, though.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. And then I try to think, okay, what products do I remember or like know got popular or so big because of QVC? And the only one I could think of is the Wonder Mop, because that movie with Jennifer Lawrence,
Yes.
Joy.
Yeah.
Are there anything from infomercials that you can, or not infomercials, but
QVC?
Yeah.
Shopping Network? No.
Have you ever bought anything
No.
from
I
QVC
have
HSN?
not. No. Have you?
Does anybody in your family?
No. And do you think you're a consumer? Like, is that?
Yes. Yes and no. I try not to be. I try to be very aware of how much I'm consuming. But
Yeah. Like cool gadgets and stuff. It's like, yeah, no, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm the same way. I think my family is the same way. So I'm kind of shocked that, we never really, turned that channel on.
I like watching it.
Yeah.
It is fun to watch. I've never bought anything from it either.
Okay.
My family used to watch it. Like my parents and my aunt and uncle, they would have game nights and they would just like watch the shopping channel because they found it really entertaining and fun to talk about. But then they started ordering the stuff that they were being sold. And I'm like, I think that's the point.
Yeah. That's so funny. You know what? Maybe if I host, because I was planning on hosting a games night this summer, maybe I'll put that in the background instead of music. People are like, where's it? No, we're watching.
I mean, it's kind of good background noise.
Yeah, and I feel like it brings up conversation too. Like, what the hell they're saying. Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's funny.
Those are the only one I could think of, and I tried to Google, and it just popped up with like the best selling products. Like now, there wasn't any. I couldn't find any that were
in the history. Past. Okay.
Which
wow,
Google's gotten really bad lately. Part of that.
AI.
Now, they have a lot of celebrity deals, right? So we're watching Hacks right now. We're doing our recaps, and part of Deborah, the main character, her richness comes from her partnership with QVC.
Yes.
So some of the other celebrities that have partnered with QVC, we have Isaac Marahi.
I don't know who that is.
You know, a designer. He's a very, very flamboyant gay man.
Okay.
Always wearing all black. I think you might recognize his face. He was on there, and there is a clip that I think was really popular on Vine. He thought the moon was a planet.
Oh, wow.
And he talked about it for like a good 5 minutes on QVC, and it was great.
Marahi? How do you spell that?
Mizrahi. Mizrahi.
Okay. Yes. Wow.
The Property Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
The Scott Brothers is what it was listed as, but I'm like, who knows them as the Scott Brothers?
Nobody.
The Property Brothers.
Yeah. Brand.
I stayed in a basement that they renovated here in Atlanta one time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was pretty terribly done. The quality was not great. But there was a projector.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it like a basement fully like kitchen?
Yeah, it had like a mini kitchen. Kitchenette kind of thing.
Like that. Okay. That's so interesting. That's cool.
Jamie Foxx has had partnership.
Okay.
Lisa Rinna, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Lori Greer, the QVC queen.
Yeah.
Rachel Ray, Katy Perry, and RuPaul.
Wow. Okay.
But now we have social commerce, right? So that's like the TikTok shop, Instagram. And so TikTok shop, there are live people, you have live feeds that are actively selling you their, yeah,
Really?
yeah, their Halara pants, yeah.
Wow. The more I hear about TikTok, the more
The
I'm like,
the better it is, the better it sounds for you. Yeah. Yeah.
the more I'm like, this is why society's the way it is.
It really is. Amazon does too.
Live feeds though? Really?
On their app. Yeah. Because you can go to the Amazon storefronts. People on TikTok will have storefronts and then they'll do live feed, like live videos
On
as
it.
well. Yeah.
Wow.
Showing and promoting. And QVC has a TikTok channel and they sell stuff on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I thought too, I saw something I thought was a really good way to summarize and why I think that QVC, HSN, the home shopping is a really interesting idea in regards as TV because it's a business. They're selling something.
Yeah.
And they're making money off of it, but it's a transactional relationship and that's how they're making their profits. It's not based off ads, which is how everything else on TV works.
Yeah, that's true.
So I thought that was really interesting. It's the complete opposite of every other channel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like that actually. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, wouldn't that sort of also be true though for cable TV? And the transactional relationship being like the TV shows with characters and that's not transactional though. That what you're saying is true transactional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think from like the business definition of transactional.
Yeah.
I think too, yes, I get what you're saying because you pay for cable, you pay for the premium channels, you pay for streaming. So, and in theory, you're getting rid of those ads and that's the transaction. But they still are paying. There's product placement. There's still sponsors, those type of things.
Yeah,
so it's
within
still
the TV shows. Yeah. I get
companies.
that. Yeah.
Which so that was really interesting.
Yeah. So would you say you were more of a QVC, HSN infomercial girl? Like that would be on your TV more than cooking shows? Because you know how some people put that as background noise? Would you say that's more your speed or you could be both?
I would say probably both equally, but I would say I don't neither.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You?
I think I would be more of a HSN. If
I had to choose, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't put either one on as background noise, but
Yeah. If I had to be one type of person, I think I'm more that person. Yeah.
Would you want to be a host? Would you want to set like a salesperson?
You know what? When you said that, I was like, oh, why did I get a bit nervous? I think it's because what if nobody buys what I'm selling? That's going to be... I don't think I'm a good salesperson.
Why?
I don't think I have the personality for it. Like, I think I'm too earnest. Like, I don't... Unless I guess I have to believe in my product.
Yeah. I don't understand how people can be salespeople if they don't know the product,
Yeah.
if they've never used it.
Yep.
Like, I've worked for multiple companies and they hire salespeople, and I'm like, but you're not from this industry. You're from making boxes. Like, how do you know how to sell this?
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know, just sell stuff. I'm like, I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
I agree.
I am lying to customers.
Yeah.
And that's why our listeners can believe us, because we've watched this.
We test the product. We're in it. It's ingrained in our DNA.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
And we're putting our reputation on the line.
Yeah.
As well.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Did you have any other things?
No.
Shopping channels?
No, I really did not. But that was great.
Yeah, always so informative. Well, then let's move on to the press release. I was going to mention, did you see that Michael J. Fox is joining Shrinking Season 3?
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I did too. What was the last thing you saw him on?
Family Tie.
Oh, dang.
Back to the Future.
No.
I don't.
Wait.
I guess he was on Just Shoot Me, wasn't he? Or
did you ever watch The Good Wife?
Mm-mm.
Okay, he was on that.
what Juliana Margulies is in that too, and she's from ER.
Yes.
I know that.
She is. And apparently she's a terrible person.
I saw that recently, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And she was the only character I even halfway liked.
Yes.
On
me
ER.
too, even on The Good Fight. I mean, she's the main character, but I was a fan. I was like, oh, I'll watch you in anything else. But nope.
Yeah. And her apology for that statement was not great.
No.
I was like, I don't think you really apologized there.
No.
And
it was definitely like a saving face.
but it wasn't even that.
I agree. Listen.
And also,
Mhm.
next Thursday, May 29th, and Just Like That returns on HBO Max.
Yep, you've been waiting.
I really am so excited because it's going to be, a lot of the shows that we've been watching are wrapping up.
Yeah.
And so we're not going to have like a new show to look forward to.
Yeah.
And so I'm so ready to have my new show to look forward to. Mm-hmm.
I love that for you. It is such a terrible show, but I really love it for you.
It is, but I love watching it. I love knowing that it's going to be the exact same that it always is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be shocked or surprised or disappointed.
I need to finish because the season coming out is 3.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I need to finish season 2. Season 1 was so bad.
Uh-huh.
But I do hear they redeemed themselves a little bit in season 2. Not like it's not worth talking about, but it's not as, I don't want to say cringe because it's forever cringe, but it's more, I think they say that the characters are more set in who we know them to be in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah, they stopped trying to show their take on the current state of culture.
Okay, yeah.
Which is what they try to establish in season 1, where, Charlotte was having a hard time reconciling that her child was non-binary. No, I guess trans.
Trans, yeah.
I think is what, their child is.
Yeah.
And Miranda finding out that she's gay.
Yeah, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Steve.
Yeah. He's probably the most down on his life, like on that TV, like from Sex and the City to this adaptation or continuation, I should say. Yeah, he's had the worst time of all. And, Carrie met big, and that's pretty bad, but no, I still say Steve.
No, and Steve's one of the only likable characters on the whole entire TV show.
True, yes. That's so true.
He's the most normal person. All he wants to do is run his bar, have his little happy family.
Yeah.
With Brady.
Yeah. God. Anyways, those women. Is that all you got?
No, I got some more, but those are just the ones that are relevant to like right now.
Yeah. To what we're watching and what we talk about.
Yep. What about you?
Let's see. I guess a Big Mouth final season, 8th season final season.
Okay.
Coming out Friday. Mm-hmm. Not the Friday this episode drops, but the following Friday.
I need to revisit that show. I've only watched a little bit of it, and I definitely thought it was funny. I wasn't super into it the first time I watched it. I know. So I feel like I need to revisit it.
Yeah. It's from what I know of you right now.
I know, yeah.
It's a very Chelsea show.
I know. That's how I feel. And my therapist is like, you should watch it. It's great. It's like, she's like, it is really crude, but she's like, it's a really great way to help identify and understand emotions and how to name them.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Haven't.
No.
Well, you got 8 seasons worth, so when you're done with ER.
Is the final season, did they have a release date? Or did they just say the final season was coming?
No, it's the 8th final. It's Friday. What's next Friday?
The
30th?
30th. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's on Netflix, correct?
It's on Netflix. And then, what else? There's a show called Adults that's coming out Wednesday on FX, Hulu, and I'm very excited to watch that because I feel like we don't have enough shows now of a group of friends in their 30s, and that's what it looks like it's gonna give. And I'm hoping it's good.
Is that on FX?
Yeah. On FX.
Wednesday the 28th?
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. I haven't seen that one, so I'm gonna add that to my list. And I feel like FX shows are usually pretty solid.
Pretty good. Yeah, I agree.
I saw just while I was waiting for you to get here, the Welcome to Derry trailer dropped. Yeah. So they still haven't released a release date for the show, but it says fall 2025
Okay.
on HBO Max. And the trailer looked pretty good. Definitely a little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And that has the other scars.
Yes.
Bill, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he actually wasn't in the trailer.
They didn't show the clown at all?
Unless it was in the like last 10 seconds before I walked out when you walked in. But no, yeah, I didn't see
That's
him.
funny. Well, okay.
And it is the origin story, so it takes place in like 1950, 1960.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be good.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I guess speaking of HBO,
Mhm.
we found out that Max is now going back to HBO, which I
Well-
don't know why they did all that shit anyway.
Aren't they going to be called HBO Max?
Yes.
Yeah.
So first we had HBO,
Mhm.
then we had HBO Max.
Well, we had HBO and then we had HBO Now,
Okay, yes.
or maybe
Or Go?
Go and then Now. Anyway,
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. And then, yeah, HBO Max, then just Max. And now we're going back to HBO Max, which is what they should have kept anyway.
I was very confused, and you kept correcting me when I would like make stuff. You'd be like, "It needs to say HBO Max." I was like, "Sure," because I was confused. I didn't know. It was like Ellen says so. Ellen says so. Apparently, it was just HBO, but we got our butts covered because
Right.
that's what we've been saying the whole time.
Right, exactly.
That was so
Oh.
dumb.
It's so dumb. But I'm glad they are separating it. Because I think the shows we enjoy is the HBO shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the quality shows.
Yes.
HBO shows.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have again HBO.
mhm.
Have I got news for you? I was telling you about that
Mhm.
show. It got renewed for season 3.
Wow.
Mhm.
You know, I did check it out.
You didn't like it?
I checked out the first 2 episodes.
Did you of this season or
No, the first.
Okay, I didn't watch the first season, so
Okay.
I can't vouch for that one.
Yeah, and I feel like they were still finding their footing.
Okay.
Because it's live?
Yeah.
Or it's maybe in front of an audience?
It's definitely in front of an audience.
Yes. So, yeah, I think they were just like not workshopping, but they were finding their footing, and it felt a bit like, I don't know if you're going to find your footing. And I didn't think they would get renewed for season 3. So.
Watch season 2 and let me know how you think,
Okay.
how you feel, because I really like season 2.
Okay, of course you start on season 2.
Well, but it is like a topical show.
Yes.
So
That's true. You can always go back.
yeah,
if you-
I didn't see the need to, because
Yeah.
they're talking about like weekly
Yes.
events. So
Yeah. Okay.
and I really Michael Ian Black, I've had a crush on that man also since I was like 12.
See that.
He was on those I Love the 90s, I Love the 80s
Yes.
on a VH1.
Yeah.
I loved those. I watched them all the time, and he was on them, giving his little jokes. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a crush on him then. And
I can see that. Yeah, that tracks.
mhm.
Could have pegged it. Yeah. Well, very, very you. Gerard Carmichael, speaking of HBO, has a new stand up coming out.
Oh, okay.
That's, I guess I could have saved this for last. No, where are we? No, this Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
May 24th. And it's called Don't Be Gay. And
Okay.
yep. I watched his last stand up. Did I? Yes, but I didn't watch the show that he did.
Yeah.
That you watched.
I won't. Yeah, I only watched. I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I love to stand up.
Yeah.
Special. So good.
yes, me too. So I'm definitely gonna check out this new one.
He's so weird.
He's so weird. but
Very
he
funny. Very
listens to it.
goofy.
Yes.
Very not nerdy, but goofy. He just seems very goofy.
Yeah.
Even though his stand up was very kind of serious and solemn and
Yeah.
funny and heartwarming, but then when you watch the show or like see him outside of that, he's so goofy.
He is. He
He doesn't take himself seriously,
Mm-mm.
despite how he seemed on that.
Yeah. You can tell he's smart, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you were to have a stand up special, what would it be called?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like also coming up with one after Don't Be Gay it's gonna sound so bad. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you?
The one that I have titled like my notes
Yes.
for all the like their ideas is called Illiberate. Because I was trying to say illiterate and liberal, and I said illiberate. And so,
Okay.
and because I'm both of those things,
yeah.
apparently.
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
That's a very, very good one. Wow.
Requires explanation though, so.
Yeah, a little bit. I was actually listening to a podcast, and the guest they had on, Brandon T. Jackson, they were talking about AI because he just came out with a stand-up, and he asked ChatGPT, because he was like, how good is AI? So he asked ChatGPT, what should my next stand-up be called? And I can't remember what it was, but he was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, that's what I would have named it. And this is why I don't even dabble in the AI, because yeah.
The dark arts.
Yeah.
Don't give it any ideas.
Right.
What was I going to ask you about? The stand-up, call it, AI, jokes. I don't remember. Oh well.
Sorry.
No, it's special.
Gerard, no.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. But yeah, Don't Be Gay is a great name.
That is really good.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's going to be about.
Who knows? Do you have anything else?
I just have 2 reboots because we love those so much.
I bet you it's the exact same 2 I have written down. I wonder, actually. I know one of them definitely is.
So Netflix is going to do a reimagined version of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I actually didn't even do any further research than that. I just saw it reimagined.
Okay.
So, yeah. Did you ever watch Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah, maybe ages ago, though.
I love a good boring show, but that show is boring.
Like, that's why I don't even...
Not even fun boring.
Yes!
It's
Oh, what? Okay.
a little too wholesome.
Yeah.
Like, Ma and Pa, come on. They never fought. The sister goes blind?
Right.
I don't know.
And doing that in 2025? Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. Are they going to do some hard whitewashing? What are we doing?
Right? Or are they going to lean into, like, are they really going to switch it up?
Yeah. Is
You
it
know?
going to be like a dark version?
Yeah. Oh, anyways.
Pa dies of dysentery.
What's
Well,
the
then
other reboot?
the other one that I have, since you didn't have that one, is they're going to do a 4-episode reboot on Disney Plus of Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, but
okay.
that's not the one I have
Okay, then
written
what
down.
do you have?
They're doing a Seventh Heaven reboot at CBS.
Okay. CBS. I don't know
Jessica
about
Biel is going to be one of the producers, and that's all they had on it, really.
that. I wonder if she'll be in it. Is it a reboot?
It's a reboot.
I guess they didn't have any.
Yeah,
on
no
it, so.
info. Yeah.
How do you feel about Jessica Biel?
You know, I thought she'd be in more things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she had a good run in the aughts, but I really thought she'd be more. I feel like she got married to Justin, and they started a family. And but I have no bad thoughts about her. What about you?
She's gonna be in some new TV show.
Yes, it's coming out. Did I write it down? No. It's coming out next week too. But
What
I didn't write it down.
let's see if I have it on my calendar, my TV calendar.
That's something sisters.
Oh, yep. That's Bad Sisters.
No, that's the Apple TV Plus
Oh,
show.
no, I didn't write it down then.
Because I could just type her name.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And I don't know. Justin Timberlake, I used to like him more too, but he, in a way, kind of started becoming like Jimmy Fallon, and he's actually really good friends with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, But we don't hear about him that much anymore since he got himself in trouble. So
Yeah.
you know.
The Better Sister is
yes.
show she's gonna be on, and it's why aren't we talking about it? I guess it's coming out next week. Like it's May 29th. No, so we should have mentioned it.
I think I didn't have any super great feelings about it, probably because she was in it, and that's why I wasn't going to mention it.
Well, but I feel like I should have great feelings about it because Elizabeth Banks is in it.
Oh, I didn't see that she was in it.
Yeah, she's one of, it's like them two
Okay.
as other sisters.
Yeah.
And I like her, but I think it's a thriller, and I'm not. That's not like my favorite genre of TV. I get into like that's later. It's not like first on my list, you know. But yeah, when is that? It's on. Oh, Prime Video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 8 episodes are gonna come out next week.
And there's one more reboot?
Yes. Buffy.
Oh, yes, I did see that one.
Yeah.
Which I never watched Buffy.
No, not even an episode here and there?
I mean, yes,
Okay.
episode here and there.
Okay, but not like
Mm-mm.
through.
Yeah, I saw one of the later ones with Allison,
Yeah.
whatever her last name is.
Yeah.
Whenever she joined it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too many reboots.
Yeah, the Buffy one I'm a little okay with because the Buffy fandom is a thing.
Yes.
And people are asking for that.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. The fandom is on
Yeah.
that side.
Okay.
So I will give them that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm happy they're getting what they asked for.
Malcolm in the Middle, I don't know.
Yeah, that one was, I mean.
Little House on the Prairie, unless Pa dies.
No.
I'm not sure about that one.
Seventh Heaven. Someone says Seventh Heaven reboot is a recession indicator.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
I've thought about rewatching Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
It was very. I mean, nothing beats. We've talked about it before. Have we talked about it, or was it in one of our test episodes? The Secret Life of American Teenager.
Yeah. No, we have at some point talked about it.
Okay. It's that, but Secret Life. It was a different thing, but it's those two are in the same universe to me. Yeah. Seventh Heaven maybe more. No, still got ridiculous in points. I would rewatch it.
It got ridiculous at some point. Some points.
All the points.
You don't remember when Simon joined a gang with all those other white kids?
No, it was so ridiculous. It was, yeah.
In the first episode, Jessica Biel's character asked her brother to kiss her so she can, try it out for the first time.
I had to repress these things I was watching because clearly you don't walk away normal after watching these things. Why are they rebooting it?
I don't know. I actually do really want to rewatch it now.
I do too.
Also remembering there was this one girl who also was in a gang and she had this belt buckle that said baby girl that had diamonds on it or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You know what and I feel like it's also in the same universe, Degrassi. I never watched that. Yeah, I know.
What were you watching?
Not that.
Well, Entourage, apparently. You should have been watching Degrassi, but you were watching Entourage.
And that really sums me up as a person.
Because even even a 12-year-old should have been watching Degrassi.
Yeah, I know, apparently. But yeah, maybe I'll watch it. Maybe that's what I'll rewatch next.
Or for the first time.
For the first time, yeah.
Maybe we should, that could be, if there's a lag on the recap, we could watch the first season together or something.
Of Degrassi?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so
And then maybe season 5 of Seventh Heaven.
Okay.
Since you've already watched it, that's allowed.
Okay.
And I will say that I've told you about my life's work that I'm working on.
Yes.
And there is in it, if I can pull it up without taking up too much time, something that was halfway relevant to what you were talking about. Oh.
Well, while you look for that,
Yes.
is it going to derail you?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't watch the show, but I think a lot of people do. Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
That got renewed for season 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought this was already its last season for some reason.
I did too, and I also didn't hear great things about it. I feel like what I've heard about it, it's gotten really ridiculous, so I'm surprised it got renewed. But for anyone who watches it, I made your day with that news.
I mean, people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently. And then I have one more. Wednesday. No. When is And Just Like That coming out? Yeah, Thursday. There's another show on Netflix coming out. I just had it. It's called Department Q.
Department Q,
But it's DEPT
okay.
Q.
Uh-huh.
And I only wanted to mention it because let me ask you what you think about this actor, but I need to pull up his name. Matthew Good, the Irish actor. Do you know who he is?
You good. Let me pull him up.
And Good with an E at the end. Did you ever watch Leap Year?
Oh, sure. I don't have any. He was wasn't he in Chasing Liberty? Yeah, with Mandy Moore.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is who I know him as.
Uh-huh.
I had a kind of a crush on him.
Yeah.
I saw him on this new TV show coming out, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to check that out.
Chasing Liberty for sure.
Yeah.
Looks like he's aged pretty well too.
Yes. Definitely.
Oh, and the dad from
strong.
Forever. I see what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, the physically, he is very handsome, but it's the personality. He is so sweet and like
Yes.
loving and like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And also get it's more of a crush because it's not a father figure. I
Yeah.
would want him as a husband.
Yes, exactly. So he's gonna be on a show called Department Q on Netflix Thursday, May 29th. It's like a investigative thriller. I will check out because why not?
Yeah.
And hopefully he gets to season 2.
Yeah.
So I have his face on my TV screen for a while.
Yeah.
But what were we looking up? What were you looking
Oh, it's about Degrassi,
Yes.
and how I talk about here. I'm just gonna read it. I
Okay.
might cut this out, but it says, "You remember growing up, parents would always tell you never talk to strangers on the internet, and absolutely do not meet up with one in person." I mean, God, the premiere episode of Degrassi Next Generation, another pivotal TV show that gave us Aubrey Graham, aka Canada's most famous rapper, Drake. The pilot episode was all about warning us of the dangers of meeting strangers on the internet. And I said, well, I did exactly that. And I was talking about then meeting you and about how I met you on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
But that's what the whole, like, had a whole episode. Emma goes to meet up with this guy that she meets online, and her mom's like, never meet up with people on the internet. And then he ends up not being who he says he is. She gets herself in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be my ER.
Yeah. And in the first season too, Ashley, I think it's Ashley, she goes and buys her first thong, and that's like a whole plot point.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna love this.
And Drake gets shot and get into a wheelchair.
That I do know. Jimmy.
Yep,
Jimmy the
Jimmy.
wheelchair.
Yep.
That I do know. So yeah, it's like a cultural TV show that has been talked about forever, and I've just never. I don't know. I've been making my way through understanding it.
One of the best exports from Canada.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Canada's Seth Rogen, Celine Dion. Canada's got a lot.
Alex Trebek.
Yeah. Okay, we've taken a lot of time on this segment. So, do you have anything to add?
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Until next week.
Yes. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you watching this? You need to get with it. Are you watching this? We on a team.